I mean, I started playing guitar I think when I was 15 or something.
I started playing music, I think when I was around 12.
Not in Berlin, it was in Tübingen near Stuttgart. Yeah, I just started playing in punk bands, and then when I got better on the guitar, it was a metal band.
No, I got to listen to AC/DC, Highway to Hell, and that kind of never let me go. And that brought me into music. We had a band, like we were all kids, covering Judas Priest songs, AC/DC songs. And we were actually quite successful. We had funny gigs on motorcycle meetings with a lot of rockers. And
I went here and I did the SIA. It's the School of Audio Engineering. Actually, I did it because a friend of mine was joining me to do it, and we moved to Berlin together. And it was good to have something to do. Destroyed. Because if you come here in your 20s and you do nothing except drink and whatever, you might die probably pretty soon.
yeah, I got involved in recording, and first we tracked or recorded our own band, and then started to record other bands. And
I mean, basically it was like you were recording your own band with some sort of equipment like a 4-track Tascam. There was this point where he said, hey, why not record other bands? And then I asked around like who could be someone to build a studio with. I need this nerd guy who knows more about gear. Called this girl. She said, hey, Annie might be the one. He was playing in some indie band. He was totally on Nirvana, Beck. But we could both relate because we love AC/DC, so we were like, that's our common ground. And he already had a studio back in the south, and but he wanted to leave because it's always, it's very small town. It's always the same people.
So can we listen to it?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
The gig is like this.
yeah, and later on we had a nice
like
studio.
Yeah.
My first studio, but it closed down, and
He wanted to move to Berlin actually, and it was like a coincidence.
Nice.
It was in a phase of my life where things were quite open. These possibilities came together in 2004, whatever, and that brought me to Berlin.
And he said, I'm in.
And then later we found Studio Wong in 2004 in Berlin.
Now time
It's hard to make a living right now. To do this because we're kind of old school, you know, recording live.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Next.
doubling.
Okay.
To build a recording studio like this, kind of the old school way. I mean, this is pretty adventurous to start a business like this. Cool.
Yeah, entire band, and also the kind of music like rock music or punk rock or whatever. It's like notoriously they don't have any money to pay, but this place the costs are pretty high, so we have to kind of break even.
Starlight in my life, singing this is a new way I behave now, and I actually live by the ship of
The bands we record here are more like they make a record and then they go on tour.
Spinning in my head and on my pillow.
2 years later they go in the studio and make another record, and this kind of circle was broken.
Telling you how I trust you so much.
That a lot of musicians started using the pandemic, the lockdown, all that, to really get into recording their music by themselves. You know, over the last 10 years, a lot of people said, you know, this record was done in the practice room. It was okay sometimes, yeah, okay, sure, and it sure sounds like it was recorded in the practice room. But then it became like real for me. I thought like, okay, this was done in a fucking living room. But I think it sounded much better like this. That was before, right?
Yeah.
And now
Yeah, it's too much. Perfect.
over the last 10 years, the whole digital side had developed a lot, and it got better and better and better and better. Like younger guys, if they don't hear auto-tune on a vocal, like if they would listen to a Led Zeppelin album, you know, they think the guy can't sing, and he can't sing. Doesn't matter if it's digital or analog, even if you record comes strictly digital, but the band is playing live, it's definitely the sound is more three-dimensional, sort of.
Everything I do is wrong. You never know, I'm just a victim of your smile until my glasses are in style.
Actually, a lot of the analog magic comes from mistakes.
You never know, I'm just a victim of your spell. Infect my mommy, if you will. Blanco, can I smell you? Nothing else I wanna do. Blanco, can I wait?
And I mean, if a band is playing live, and even if there's little mistakes, it doesn't matter.
To love, don't wanna be understood. Please understand that. I'm so waiting you so well. That's what life is all about. You never know, I'm just a victim of your smile until my glasses are in style. Blanco, I can't smell
As long as the people think that they like to record live because the performance and the energy and everything, if this is right and there's a little mistake, it doesn't matter.